Hey guys, my name's Hither Mann. Hope you're good, and I want to give advice to young people because I get a lot of young people reach out to me on social media and ask me what's the best tip and advice you can give us to be successful, you know, quite frankly. By the way, first of all, say hi to my baby, Coco. He's my official advisor. And you're gonna sit here, aren't you? Okay, we'll let you sit here. Well, you know what? When I was your age, which means like in the 20s, early 20s, let's say you're about 19, 20, anything, younger the better, does not matter. This advice actually works whether you're starting at 40, 50, whatever age, but it's advice that I'd love young people to have right now because you're gonna be better off with it. And the advice is very simple. Figure out the difference between asset and liability. I think those two things are going to be huge for you. An asset is something that creates you wealth, you know, and a liability is the opposite, which will be just draining you money. Now, you probably, most teenagers, most young people, most 20-year-olds, etc., have a lot more liabilities than assets, and that is the key problem to not being successful. Because when you figure out what an asset is, tell me an asset. An asset could be property. Obviously at 20 I don't expect you to be buying properties unless you've got money from someone, but you can still create online businesses, you can still create, you can still have a trading account, like a financial trading account, forex, crypto, equities, whatever. You could be making an e-commerce business, you could be starting up a venture with your friends or whatever, but anything that creates wealth is an asset. So that's really important. Now the difference is liability. The liability are your fancy clothes, your watches, your shoes, or I don't know, the nights out you have, like excessive ones. I'm not saying don't go out, but try not like spending all your money on having just a night out and whatever you do with your friends. Have a bit of understanding about how money works. And of course I teach these at my events, but if you can't get to my events, then this video is going to be useful for you. So ultimately, once you figure that out, I think the rest is easy. Step number 3 would be who you're hanging around with. I would very much make sure you have people who are successful around you at your age. Not many people, let's face it, at 20 are super wired up to be clever or very successful financially, and that's okay. But there are older people, like even in their 30s, can be classified as older. Anyone who's older than you. I think the best advice would be hang out with people that are actually living a real life, i.e. they've got their own house, they're paying their own bills, and they're making money, you know, and they understand what money means in this world. Make sure you've all got a job if you haven't got one. That's a good start too. Understand that value of hard work. I want you to do a job that you possibly hate even when you're young. Like I did a secretarial job for someone at 16 and I thought, gosh, this is exactly the reason why I'm going to be super motivated, because I don't want to live this kind of life in the future. I don't want to be paid X amount an hour for the rest of my life. So you have to love what you do. I don't want you just to chase the money, because that's never going to make you happy, and then you're going to have a destructive cycle all the way. So find out things that make you excited, that almost make you feel like you're not working. That's really, really fun. But you won't get there until you try a lot of things. So you just got to try everything, go to networking events, go to seminars. There's going to be plenty around you. Wherever you are, there's no excuse. You can Google networking events in your area. There will be loads. And if you're the youngest person in the room, you're at an advantage, because I was the youngest person in the room once upon a time, and that was the best thing in the world, because people don't expect much from you and they'll tell you everything, all their secrets of how to be successful, because they don't find you a threat. And to be honest, that's good. And when you do become a threat to someone, they'll stop telling you all the tricks of the trade. So you might as well use your age to an advantage. You really are at an advantage at this point. So just go out there, network, find people that are out of your peer group. Your friends, unfortunately, are not going to help you. That's something you're going to have to get your head around. When you find new people, they don't have to be friends, they're just new people in a network. They will give you advice and they will give you ideas about how life works. And eventually, I would like you to move out your home. When you're living at your parents' house, you're still a baby, let's just face it, because you have no real life responsibilities. when you move out, that's when life hits you in the face. You have to pay a bill. That means mortgage, rent, whatever. This is the hard stuff. This is when life gets serious, and this is when you become more serious. So try and get a reality check somewhere in your life, now, as soon as possible. So get yourself out there, get yourself out of the comfort zone, do a lot of stuff, make a lot of mistakes. I don't want you to go all in with all your money and just lose it all in one go, but don't be afraid to fail, because a lot of people are worried about that. So, you know what, I could talk about this for ages, of course, but if you have any questions, I can follow up on that. So message me and just comment below on this video. Also, follow me on social media, because social media is where I communicate with everyone. So Instagram, Snapchat, where am I? Facebook, LinkedIn. You should get a LinkedIn one if you really want to raise your game. What else am I on? Twitter. All of those places. So find me, contact me, and there is no excuse not to get hold of me. Of course, I do my events. If you get a chance to see me at my own events, then that would be amazing. I have some amazing students. One of my youngest is currently 17, 18. They are fantastic. I'm actually looking to get a 15-year-old onto my training. Their parents are fantastic. So I'm really excited. I love working with the young people because they are the future. And I want you guys to do well. So please take into account everything I've said, put it into action, and enjoy having a successful life. So in the meantime, Coco and me say bye. See you soon, guys. Bye.